Hello, this is Mr. Wynn with the second part of the Algebra 2 Semester 2 Final Exam Review. We just finished this problem. Just to recap, we got y by itself, so y equals, set them equal to each other, and solved it for x. Once you have your x, make sure you plug it back into either equation to find the y's and the answer to the 2 points. Alright, number 10, simplify this. So this is multiplying rationals. Remember, this is the 3 steps. First is factor everything. For the first fraction, the top is 3. 3 is very prime. I leave it alone. For that bottom, 2 is very prime. They did GCF for us. The x squared minus 25. That is the difference of squares. So I can square both of them. I get two things. I get x and 5. Make sure I put in the 2 parentheses. X, 5 plus minus. Times, for this top left, 10. 10 is not prime. I can break that down. That's 2 times 5. That inside, x was 5. That is prime. It's linear with no GCF because I did the GCF for us. This last one, 6x, that's one term. I can break it down. 6 is not prime. 6 is 2 times 3. And then x. Right, now technically I do want y'all to see the restrictions, so let's just write them inside. Looking from the bottom, remember wherever x is, here's the first sign. So that's negative 5. I'm going to change sign, divide, positive 5, and 0. So negative 5, positive 5, 0. So step 1 was factor everything. Step 2 was restriction. Step 3 is cancel out. So what cancels here? 3's cancel. When the 2's cancels, x plus 5 cancels. So all that's left on top is a 5. All that's left on bottom is a 2. There's an x and an x minus 5. Alright, they might make you multiply x together, but this is what they want. The restrictions aren't too important here, but it's good to know how to get them. Alright, next one. Find the asymptotes for this. Also state the domain and range. Alright, let's graph it. Let's see, that is rational, so chapter 8. We know A is positive. So that means we start in the top right. Let's see, my VA, X cannot be positive 3. And then my HA, Y can't be positive 4. And there's no scratching or crossing out, canceling out, so there is no holes. I could draw the picture from that. So always draw your VA and HA first. X can't be 3, so I'm going to go to 3 on the right side, draw a vertical line. Let's call that 3. Y can't be 4, go 4 for the y-axis, draw a horizontal, a sideways line. Let's call that 4. Then I start on the top right. So in this area, I get really close to that line, but I can't cross it. Really close to this line, but I can't cross it. Draw the curve. Same for down here. Get really close, but don't cross it. Really close, but don't cross it. Draw the curve. Alright, there's a picture, so let's see. Asymptotes. There were 2 asymptotes. The VA was x cannot be negative 3. The HA was y cannot be negative 4. So let's state the domain and range. Remember the domain, it goes left forever and right forever, but it cannot use negative 3 or positive 3. So the cool thing is our VA is also domain. And our range, how low to how high, it goes down forever, up forever, but it skips positive 4. So the nice thing is this is also our range. So you could say domain is x can't be 3. And range is y can't be 4. Alright. Sometimes they even do a piecewise. So they'll say, and that's the better one, or they said or. For x, x goes from negative infinity all the way to 3, but it can't count 3, so it's open. Union with 3 all the way to infinity. Except for y, it goes down to negative infinity all the way up to 4, but it's open. Doesn't count that. With, or union with, positive 4 to infinity. It gets open, but this is the nicer answer. Alright. Identify the type of function that models each scatter plot. Okay, so let's see. This first one, you should be able to tell it's a straight line. Straight line is linear. The parent function all linear is y equals x. Alright, the second one, it makes a U. Alright, so hopefully you know that is quadratic. So quadratics, they look like y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. This next one, okay, looks like this. Now we've seen this. It's going to it has a HA. Remember, if there has an HA, if it can't cross this line, that has to be exponential decay. Now, we don't really care about the decay part, we just care about exponential. All exponential functions are supposed to look like y equals a times b to the x power. Now, in this case, x is negative, or b is less than 1 because it's decay. And this last one starts like this and goes like this. Now, this one actually has a vertical asymptote. This is our logarithm. We can't log 0 or anything left of it. So this is a logarithmic. And they look like y equals log base a of some number. I'll call it b. Alright. Maybe I should put x there. There you go. Log base a of x. Alright, so make sure you know each type. They're going to give you some points. You should figure out what trend is. Is it a line, a U, exponential growth, exponential decay? Exponential growth, by the way, looks like it's going up, but it still can't cross the 0. So you have growth, decay, and you have logarithmic. Use the points, 3 of those points to create a system that could find the quadratic equation. Alright, it's been a while since we've done this, and we actually barely mentioned it. And this one isn't too bad. What you're going to do is plug those 3 points into the standard form equation of a parabola, quadratic. So, hopefully you know it's ax squared plus bx plus c equals, instead of 0, put y here. All I do is plug in x, y for all 3 of those. So let me do this one first. Alright, if x is 2 and y is 25, this is a times 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c equals 25. We fix that. 2 squared is 4. So this is 4a plus b times 2 is 2b plus 1c equals 25. This is my first one done. Now I do the next one. So let's use 3 and 40. So x is 3, y is 40. I'll just go over here. So it's going to be, let me do this. Here's my first one. Alright. So it's going to be a times x, so which is 3. So 3 squared plus b times x, again, x is 3, plus c equals y. Y is 40. 3 squared is 9, so this is 9a plus b times 3 is 3b plus 1c equals 40. So my second one's done. My last one, okay, let's use red. Alright, so x is 4, y is 59. So let me make this one blue just so it matches the colors. Alright, so a times 4 squared plus b times 4 plus c equals 59. Fix each one. 4 squared is 16, so 16a plus b times 4 is 4b plus 1c equals 59. That's what our, they want all 3 of these together. So this answer, this equation, with this equation, with this equation. Notice that c always has a 1 in front of it, and that y number is always that last number on the side. Alright, the distance the car travels varies inversely with its speed. Alright, let's get that information down. Distance varies inversely with speed. So that formula, d equals distance varies. Inverse is divide, so k divided by with speed s. So here's our equation. We did 2 cases. In one case, you know both, all the letters, you know both d and s. So if a car can go 300 miles, that's d. And it travels with a speed of 60 miles per hour, that's s. So we know our s, we know our d, let's plug that in. into the same equation. So D is 300. K over S is 60. I gotta solve for K. Well, K is part of a fraction. Get rid of fractions. You multiply both sides of the denominator. It's 18. 1, 2, 3. 60's cancel is K. So I found K. Now do the other side. It says how far, meaning D is missing, can it go if it travels 45 miles per hour? That's my speed. So D is missing, but we know the speed. So let's plug that into the same formula. D is missing equals K. K we found on the left side. K is 18,000. 3 over the speed now is 45. And make sure you don't use any numbers twice. The only thing that's the same in both equations is K. I use a calculator for that. So let's see what that is. 18,000 divided by 45. 1, 2, 3. Divided by 45. Answer is 400. All right. So D equals 400 miles. That should make sense to you. The slower you go, the better your gas mileage is because you're not burning gas as fast. So you can go further. So if you go down 15 miles per hour, you can go extra 100 miles. That's about reasonable. All right, this next one, find the equation of parabola if it has a vertex of -2 over 3, -2 become 3, and a direction of y equals 4. All right, it's been a while since I've done these. Let's graph this real fast just to see what kind of information we have. All right, let's do directrix first. Y equals 4. I'm going to 4 for the y-axis and draw a sideways line. It's kind of like asymptote. All right, there's my directrix, and I have a vertex of -2, 3. So I go -2, left 2, up 3. Let's call this right here. That's -2, 3. Remember, we're drawing a parabola. It cannot cross the directrix. So I know this parabola is automatically going down. If I find this equation, there's 3 points to help me. This point we found was right -2, 3. I need this point right here and this point. All right, this is the focus. Sorry, wrong one. Undo. Undo again. Focus is inside, vertex is on the circle, and the directrix is outside. But we need a point on the directrix. So let me do it like this. So I taught you, right, label F, V, D. We know 2 of them. We know the vertex is -2, 3. The directrix, I know the y is 4, where only one side can be different. If the y's are different, the x's are the same. So it should be -2, 4. So on this point right here is -2, 4. I use common sense for the other one was -2. I noticed that it's when I go up from 4 to 3, I'm subtracting 1. So I go up again, it's 2. So this point right here is -2, 2, which makes sense. All right, we gotta find the distance from F to D. From F to D. You subtract. So 4 minus 2 is 2. All right. Then you find A. Remember, A is the formula 1 over 2 times that distance, which happened to be 2. So that's 1 over 4. Remember, we have to fix if it's negative or not. Since it's upside down, we know it's negative. Last, we're going to plug our A and our HK into the formula. So if y'all forgot, it was y equals A parentheses x minus h squared plus k. Well, filling it in, y is y. A we found was -1 over 4. Times x. Opposite of h. Remember, h and k are part of the vertex. If h is -2, that really means +2 because change the sign of h, just like in your quadratic formula. Then k you leave alone is +3. Here's our equation. Alright, so it's been a while, but label FVD, fill it in, use common sense to find the missing one, find the distance from F to D, find A by doing 1 over double that distance, make sure you put negative if it's going down, and then you plug it into vertex form. Alright, I'll stop this video here. I'll continue in part 3.